Hello and welcome back to Brand DevOps. I'm back again with another KodeKloud tutorial for KodeKloud Engineer. Today we are in Azure. All right, so our scenario today is the Nautilus DevOps team is working on setting up a new virtual machine to host a web server for critical application. The team has requested you create a Azure VM that will serve a web server using Nginx. This VM will be a part of initial infrastructure setup for the Nautilus project. Ensuring that the server is correctly configured and accessible from the internet is critical for upcoming deployment phase. As a member of the Nautilus DevOps team, your task is to create a VM using the CLI, Azure CLI, with the following specifications. The VM name must be Data Center VM. Use any available Ubuntu image to create this VM. The script, create a VM script to for its launch. It should install Nginx service and it started. And the network security group ensure that the VM allows traffic on port 80 from the internet. All right. So I created a script in order to automate all this stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it. So before I do that, I'm going to create the custom script extension for user data. So I'm going to call this user data.txt, and I will go ahead and copy this into this file. So it's shebang bin /bash app update flag Y and app install Nginx flag Y, system control start Nginx. Okay, so we'll save that right there. And we'll go ahead and create my shell script. So we'll say v deployment.sh, and this will be our script that I just wrote up here. And I will copy this into the text editor. All right, so we have the shebang here. Okay, so the name is the name of the NSG I create, and also the VM. All you have to do is copy the first word here when you execute the script, and then the script is the custom script, and that's the second parameter when you execute the script. So here we create an NSG, and this is the first rule. The first rule allows outbound traffic on port range 80 right here. The second rule allows inbound traffic on port 80. And then we have an NSG rule that allows inbound traffic on port 22. This is our VM right here, and this will create our virtual machine. The way it's specified here, it uses the NSG and it takes the custom data right here. It takes that as a second parameter. So let's go ahead and execute this script. So we'll say shamad plus deployment. I'll say deployment, and so we'll say data center because it's called data center dash VM. Data center is the first parameter, and then the second parameter is user data.txt, and we'll run that. And I'll run through all those commands. Now it's creating a virtual machine. This might take a couple minutes. Feel free to skip ahead to, here we go. We're finally there. All right, so our virtual machine is running now. So I'm going to SSH into this machine to make sure that I can see that Nginx is installed and running. So I'll take the IP address here. And there we go. We're in that machine. Let's see. Status Nginx. Status Nginx. So as you can see, Nginx is active and running. It's also enabled. And now we'll go back to Azure host, and what we'll do is we'll curl at that IP address, and we'll say port 80. And what we want to make sure that we get is the Nginx homepage. And as you can see, if you can see this page, the Nginx web server successfully installed and working. Further configuration is required. Thank you for using Nginx. So everything is installed properly and ready to be validated. And we'll go ahead and validate that now. And there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. What I'll do is I'll leave the script in the description below the video. So if you want to just copy and paste the script and use it, you can go ahead and do that. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.